In the top right, top left. In the top left part of the map, we have our green Zerg player. It is none other than Ottr.
And in the bottom left position of this map, I mean right, we have our blue Terran player. It is Zrqkyvx. Zrqkyvx.
So I guess I just kind of decided that the map was mirrored.
Yep. Yeah.
I would laugh so hard if King's Junk Station came back with a different like color palette, and then they mirrored it in the other direction, changed it slightly, and called it something different.
Right.
And then they did something like people like, oh, it's totally a different map, Catalina. But anyway, that map is actually it's structurally enough different from Merry Go Round that it's not the same, but
Right. It just looks like it's been rotated on the pinwheel a little bit.
yeah, they rotated it a bit and then made the airspace a little bit easier to work with around the mains, which is why drops are so good on that map. So good.
They hurt.
So we got a pretty much normal looking setup here so far. Ottr once again looks like going for a little bit of a later hatch after grabbing a few more drones. That's what I'm going to guess this time. Not seeing the earlier spawning pool. Looks like a Reaper opening from Zrq.
Yep.
So I have to wait a little bit longer for the action.
Yep, fairly standard. Otter getting her overlords out of the map. See what's going on. Zrq's barracks almost finished. And not much more to say other than that at this point.
But yeah, one thing. Oh, I'm so tempted to continue talking about heroes, but I'm not.
Yeah, we gotta be careful, don't we?
Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. I'm gonna save that for later. We'll play Diablo 3, and our brains will not be on that game.
Or they will be the whole time.
But anyway, reorganizing my thoughts for a second here. I'm thinking we'll see something about Legacy of the Void at BlizzCon in a month. I don't know what I want to see at this point. I'm kind of hoping they don't do what they did last time with Heart of the Swarm, where they're like, here's a bunch of units that are going to probably be in the game, maybe. They'll be in beta. Remember that thing that they released, like that Protoss unit that would have been able to copy anything on the map?
Oh, man.
That looked kind of cool. I won't deny it. It also was probably a bad idea to have even mentioned it because it got taken out before the beta was even put up
Wasn't it called like the Hunter or something like that? And you could it flew around. It looked like it was riding a mini submarine thing, but it was flying.
It was actually, the model is technically still in the game. If you look at the center of the mothership core, that's what it was.
Okay. Ooh,
well, this worked last time, so let's see if it is able to do it this time. Though, nope. Looks like, yep. Oh, wow, Zrq. Actually saving that. I wouldn't go back in right away if I were you. Because now there's a queen up there, and she shoots real far.
Queen.
Whack! Oh, he's like, nope. Well, this time the Reaper survives, comes back with a Reaper friend who's like, dude, you should really get that looked at. Really need to go over to the healing fountain.
Here, dude, take some drugs. You'll be alright.
Yeah, two really badly injured Reapers do not beat a queen.
Yep, so he's continuing to send some Reapers here. Gonna keep harassing.
Both players actually building up a rather obscene amount of minerals, which they have finally started to spend. There we go. Interesting placement for a Spinecrawler. They're going to see that and be like, without the queen there to defend it, it's cancel it.
Oh, cancel. Oh, they focused on the queen.
Yeah, there must have been auto attacking up the ramp. Oh, one Reaper goes down. The other queen's about to die. Queen is not good at that dice right now.
Oh man!
Luckily, another queen just finished.
Right on top of that. And Spinecrawler going to do some work here.
There's so many. Is he just trying to go Mass Reaper? I mean, he's lost like 6 of the things already.
Yeah, he's got another one across the map. 2 more in production. He's really committing to this harass here.
I wonder if he's just trying to maintain 2 of them for a scout, and they just keep dying.
He has to replace them so fast, it looks like he's massing them.
I'm not sure what is going on here. This is, in any case, incredibly bad for Zrq. It's really all he's gotten out of that was a queen for trading like 4 or 5 Reapers. There's actually a decent amount of gas loss there. He's like short an upgrade now, basically.
Right.
Now they're going to show up down here, and there's still a queen down there, and we've already seen what happens when that... Oh, they're going to stop this construction of this base! Nope.
Ooh.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh, I thought I had just enough time, but nope.
Another third Reaper coming up here. He's finally producing Marines back home. And Stim is now on the way. So.
Interesting. I was actually very curious to see how these two would do in a best of 5, because this is a little bit more pressured games than they're probably used to.
Queen's gonna take some more pot shots here. Reaper not really giving a crap.
Nope. Thing is, the Reaper's going to regen his health, the Queen's going to regen her health. This thing's going to happen over and over again. Maybe they get a slight edge eventually, but hey, it would take like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah, and they're content to return home.
No attempt to take that third again. It looks like Ottr has just abandoned the idea entirely.
Zrq dropping his natural. Starting production. So we've got 2 base play coming up. 2 Evo chambers.
Yeah, this is definitely looking like a more long-term centered setup. Does need that third to really completely solidify that idea. Grabbing detection up here. Roach Warren.
Warren. And a scan.
15 Overlords. Well, she's not going to get supply blocked. That is not happening anytime soon.
There they go.
Oh my goodness.
The whole fleet.
I like how we're just kind of floating above that warning symbol, which is also making a siren noise.
Yeah, the klaxon. Shut up!
It's the blimps from Red Alert 2. Communist Zerg Empire.
Communist Zerg Empire. Technically they are. They technically be communist?
No.
You don't think so?
It's an entirely different thing. They're basically a colony of bugs because they have a hive mind.
Guess so. I suppose.
So it's like they haven't reached some kind of weird philosophical nirvana thing where they all just get along. That they're not a bunch of individuals working together. So I don't know. No. There's not a lot of free will involved, so it's not really communism. Bizarre as that may sound.
Bizarre as that may sound, yes.
Yes, without getting too much into the details, actual communism has never existed. Communists, people shooting for it, have existed.
Yes.
Actual communism has never existed. Socialism has existed.
Socialism, yes. Yes.
Communism, not. And that is your lesson today in, I guess, government. And we're not going to talk about that anymore because it's StarCraft, and we're not here for that.
We're here for dead things. Lots of dead things.
So this is turning out to be very interesting. It looks like Otter's just kind of changing things up, going for a big roach play, and ironically, this drone's just going to get shut down again. Oh, may or maybe not, because the Reapers didn't feel like sticking around.
Yeah, I'll change their mind. Roach is coming over here to search for these non-existent Reapers now.
The thing is that, yeah, now he's going to come back.
Now
He's not going to be able to cut this off, but he's going to probably lose the scouts if he's not paying a terrible amount of attention.
And just gonna hunt him down.
Just gotta check slightly north. I think he's just high enough on the ramp that the vision is not working out.
There we go.
Nope. That one guy turned and saved his best friend. He's not gonna run home. Nope, he's going to...
Oh no!
He's considering kiting roaches, which is not very good for the Terran's APM.
No.
He'll be doing that for about 10 minutes before he kills them all.
Right. We're going up to 6 backs, yes. 6 backs. I tried to mix racks with barracks. Doesn't work.
Racks with barracks, so backs.
Backs.
It's thrown down 3 backs.
Jeez. Oh god. That was terrible.
Oh, it's okay. It's not as bad as Dan It.
Anyway, yeah.
It's not as bad as Dan It.
Dan it.
Dan It.
Dan it!
Dan It! Chad has no idea what we're talking about.
No, we don't.
I apologize, but basically autocorrect. That's your answer.
Yes. So we got Infestation Pit and Nidus Network on the way. Nidus play should be very fun, especially if Infestation Tech is involved.
There is a single Overlord in position in the bottom left part of the base. That's an overseer, my bad. Wasn't clicking on it just yet. The most vulnerable location for this is in the back right of the base, I feel. There's vision covering the entire thing, except for one tiny spot off to the left. I don't think it's quite enough for her to be able to get away with that. Putting it down on the low ground, maybe not such a bad idea, especially if she can draw the... wait for him to move his army out of position, just kind of show up at his base and kill everything while he's in the middle of the map. But this is really the Overlord spread to make that happen. And I kind of understand that. I mean, you're going to lose a lot of Overlords.
Ooh.
Ooh, she's going to go for the ballsy version of this, which is just to do it in the main base. Now, in a few seconds, you're going to hear a sound that every Terran and Protoss is slightly afraid of. And there he goes. And then this is incredibly unfortunate because there are no units up here. The Roaches are just going to get a field day and get to kill some SCVs for free up here. The army is starting to respond, though. So these Roaches are going to probably want to have to bug out of here. Nope, well, their escape route is gone. So they have no way of leaving. I'd say just focus down SCVs at this point. Can't fight the army with that many Roaches, I don't believe.
Nope.
Yep, and that's exactly what she's doing. She's turning around to kill the workers. This is going to hurt Zrq's ability to continue producing his army. Well, it's kind of A moving into that.
Uh-oh. A little bit of
the army's going to fall.
A little bit of an auto attack.
But she's up 59 workers to 37. She's got a nice bank building up, and ultimately I would say this is more or less a victory for the Zerg right there. We'll see if she can capitalize on it.
Oh, whew.
That hurts, though.
Yeah, that
look
was
look at that main. It's got nothing. Nothing.
Nothing.
Essentially put him down back onto one base.
Close, yeah. Wow. Very well done. And so he's trying to resaturate his other base as well as getting his third up and running. So Ottr could, yep, easily take a fourth base.
I think I would be a little more comfortable with this if she would break down these rocks. Like, this is actually very, very difficult to defend with that kind of distance to got across like that.
Yep, it would be nice to have creep down there as well, so.
She's getting those upgrades, though. This is the thing. And this is where her advantage is going to get kind of insane. If she can get to 3-3 while he's still on 1-1 like this, it doesn't really matter what you build. That upgrade difference becomes insane.
Oh yeah, for sure. Missile attacks make all the difference, especially from doing extra damage from a distance is always welcome.
Vehicle and ship plating, however, it looks like he's going to go for the... He's not really going for the bio upgrades, even though that is the majority of his army at the moment. He's got a starboard onto a tech lab coming up. I wonder... I would be highly amused if he did decide to do something random, like, you know, battle cruisers.
Cattle bruisers.
Cattle bruisers, yes. I like one of those sounds like a really intimidating ship. The other one sounds like a cattle prod.
Or some bike gang gone wrong.
So,
We're the cattle bruisers. You're in the wrong neighborhood, son.
Yeah, it's battle cruisers. Look at that.
Sure
Fusion
enough.
core.
Fusion core is on the way. Fusion core dance!
Here's the scary thing about this. This works real well if your opponent doesn't try to kill you at any time before it gets going. Because you're going to have nothing while you're getting these things out.
Isn't that the philosophy for everything, though?
There's a difference. Like, that's the philosophy for carriers. The problem is you can get a lot of carriers. You will most likely die anyway. Get a lot of battle cruisers, you will probably win, because they're actually pretty good units.
So Zrq splitting off his forces, sending the majority of them toward this this dance party of roaches. The other is going to run up and find this fourth base.
Hydra's just going to go into the mix. The thing is, yeah, he's going to take care of that, but he's actually going to put himself into an incredibly difficult position here as he's throwing away a large part of his army when he's going to need this for defense very, very soon. Army's being pushed down here easily. 3-3 upgrades just about to finish. Does lose the fourth, but all he may have done is essentially kicked a hornet's nest, and here comes the Zerg with a counterattack.
Yep, and behind us we do have a Hydra Den and Enduring Locusts on the way, so there is a plan for Swarm Hosts potentially in the future. That's going to be extremely...
Whoopink. And it kills a Roach.
A Roach.
Mines are not anywhere near as good against this composition as they are against Zerglings, as we can see demonstrated very plainly for us at the moment. Charging forward. Pure Roach going against Marine Bio, but unfortunately for the Marine Bio, they are behind by 2 upgrades, so this is gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt. Lots of green slimy acid all over the burning everything.
Yep. Marine count slowly being whittled away. There are medevacs helping out with this, but we got more roaches coming across the map being made back home. Battlecruiser being made. By the time that's done, though, this third is going to be dead. I have a feeling.
You
I have a feeling.
Yes.
I have a feeling. A very strong feeling. It's not dead yet. I almost thought it was, but that was a planetary that was defending the third. This other planetary is like, I am useful. I'm going to shoot at the edge of the army.
Ooh.
Fear me.
Can't shoot up. And burrow.
So yeah, there's this thing roaches do when they're in the ground where they heal real fast. Not 100% certain how that works, but it does. And the attack is going to continue momentarily. I would imagine. Here comes a battle cruiser, which is going to just kind of float over here and then probably scan and start shooting and stuff. So, oh! Zrq army's back up. There's nothing to repair this thing, so it's going to die. And that...
Oh, wow.
The command center's like, well, I'm glad they can't shoot up. Let's just leave it at that.
Backing off here.
Planetary's thinking, you abandoned me! Why?
And the onslaught continues.
So the thing is, this is a max army versus an 86 supply Terran. This is gonna hurt.
Where are these battle cruisers? They need to come over here.
There's a huge bank for the Zrq behind this too. I don't know. Yeah, even if he does hold this off, I think Zrq is gonna have a real hard time taking this one. Supply depot's going down at the front. There's a battle cruiser helping out here, but it's just kind of going pew 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 pew, not really denting the numbers very well. As they're going to kill at least the natural. These SCVs are very, very unlikely to make it out alive unless those medevacs decide to save them. There's no repair going on the orbital either.
Repair. Boom.
But the Zrq, the Zrq has also stopped producing back home. Oh, there we go. There's some Hydras. Not making that mistake this time. And she shut down 2 of the bases for the turn. It looks like she's considering just backing away. Nope. Plant in the ground, start regenerating that health. And the scan should show up right there.
There we go. These roaches. Looks like she hasn't noticed quite yet. Widow mines are going to go off here. They just finished recharging.
Yep. And it's going to back away. Just going to get out of dodge. Now, at this point, I kind of like the idea of maybe throwing in some other air units. So the battle cruiser number is actually starting to get a little scary. We've got 3 of them out right now. That might not seem like a lot. Battle cruisers can take backs. They're kind of hard to kill. Well, when they have SCVs repairing them. I think these Hydras will be pretty good at this.
Oh, yeah. Groove spines as well. I mean, they're going to have a range advantage on the battle cruiser, so.
There's 6 gas. He's not mining any gas anywhere, apparently. Little worker transfer going on down to the 3rd. Just gotten itself reestablished. Looks like here comes the fight. Roaches and some of the Hydras actually engaging right away. The rest of the army has not decided to push forward just yet. One Roach is going to actually trigger that Widow Mine, doing an incredibly good service for the Swarm right there. The rest of the army needs to move forward. If it fights piecemeal like this, that's perfect for Zrq, and here we go. Ground army is for certain dead. No way that's surviving, but there's nothing to repair the battle cruisers when they're going down. Oh, that's such an expensive loss. Those Hydras can come back. There's 33 more of them on the way, in fact. Those battle cruisers are a lot harder to replace.
33 Hydralisks. Oh my gosh.
33 Hydralisks. That upgrade difference still hasn't changed. The bio stands no chance.
This is madness.
This is Sparta.
Regathering the forces here at the bottom of the ramp. Gonna go over and deny this 3rd a second time. No planetaries this time.
Oh, like,
just in
I'm
time.
gonna burn to death. Nope.
Oh, quick clutch repair there. These SCVs are repairing for their lives right now.
43 supply for our Terran right now. Oh man, I feel for you, buddy, but I don't think you're coming out of this alive.
Ants are continuing to burn. Definitely gonna lose that here in the next few moments.
Giant wave of Hydras, just walking straight through the middle of the map. The Widow Mines look on in horror, unable to respond in any meaningful way.
Marine step forward into a death trap. Oh my. Whew.
Four roaches move forward to be like, What are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
Plenty of Overseers here to extra C.
Oh,
Super detect all these Widow Mines.
A come back up, unable to do a thing anyway. Medivacs die, and I think that's it. 6 supply, 5 supply. There it is. GG, well played.
GG. Ottr takes game 3.
That was game 4 actually.
Oh, 4, yes.
We
We
are
are
tied.
2-2 now.
2-2. Deadwing will be our last map.
Sorry about that. Can't count, ladies and gentlemen. Math on stream.